What do we got today? We got something new that we're trying.
Yep, we're trying some leech patterns.
Yeah.
But we're fishing them differently this year.
Okay.
We're tying them on a jig hook with a bead out the front on another pin to make the fly swim horizontally. So there's what the fly looks like, but you're tying it on right there. So when the fly is in the water, it's sitting horizontally.
That is so
So
cool.
we've got this gold tungsten bead out the front on a pin to counterbalance the hook. And so this fly is bobbing up and down the water like this versus hanging up and down
Wow.
like this.
And you
with
call
the wind
that
drift,
the balance leech.
the balance leech for the bench.
For the bench. That is so cool. So today on Sport Fishing on the Fly, it's all about the balance leech. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that big dome. Hey.
I think it's the technique. I think it's the fisherman.
Some days are good and
Yeah,
some days are better.
a lot better. Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you in part by Islander, builder of world-class fly, float, and mooching reels. The Frog Boat, inspired by nature, ingenious by design. And the Freshwater Fishery Society of British Columbia. Catch what you've been missing, go fish, BC. Whoa!
Oh,
Jeez!
what do you
What
got
a
there?
huge jump. I don't know, something very nice. Something on here real nice. Gee, he's taking two monster jumps. Oh, look at him down there. That's a decent sized fish. Whoa. Wow, that technique works pretty good, Brian. Oh. Look at that guy in the water. That's big. Oh.
That is a nice fish, Don.
I know, gorgeous. Having a tough time getting them up here. Man, they're hot fish. Oh, we're fishing the lake over in the East Kootenays, and it's over in the Fernie area. It's just a fantastic lake. There's tons around here. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
And he ate the bell. He ate it. It's in there deep. Let's see if I can get it out. I saw it and he took it pretty good. Oh. Yeah, there it is right in the mouth. If I could open his mouth. There it is. Okay. He's out. Hold this up. Oh.
Look at that.
Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous fish? Look at that. That's beautiful. Just a
Beauty.
chrome bullet. Triploided fish, you know, chrome. What kind of fish are these, Brian?
That was probably a triploided Penaskin, all female. Oh, 3S.
Unreal. It's a balance leech. It's a winner.
Absolutely.
Man, so you haven't even got yours out. I mean, I just took a flick. You gave me one. He gave me a green one to put on. So I've got the green, what do you call that? It's green with a bead head.
Yeah, it's just
Just a maroon?
yeah,
or, not
olive
maroon.
green.
It's olive
Olive
green.
green.
And
Yeah.
you're going with maroon?
I've got maroon on.
Maroon on.
See
Your
which color
favorite.
they prefer.
Well, I just was wind drifting it, let it cast, and bam. Within what? 2 minutes. Incredible. So those fish are just hanging right above the weeds, eh?
A baby double.
The double header. Oh, my guy's in the weeds, right? Oh no. Oh my God. Oh, I got him up. I got him up out of the weeds. Oh, look at that. Look. I got him up out of the weeds, and all I have is cabbage. That's the only thing you have to worry about when you're fishing these weeds. The fish take you right in the weeds, they get off, and they come up with a pile of weeds. It's tough in the weeds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we should mention something about that, because
Yeah.
it is. Because you know, we're like you said, we're fishing probably 5 feet depth of weed, but those fish can know they go
Yeah.
right in the weed.
I mean, you got to beef up, tip it. That was 4X. I'm going to 3, 8 pound.
Are you gonna go fairly
fluorocarbon.
heavy?
You gotta put a beef on them and get them
Because you
on.
got to get them out of the weed.
You got to get them on.
All the time they go, and those big guys will go right in the weed. Like that last one I had, just shook me off in the weeds.
And I just broke off this guy. So
Wow. Gee, the wind's come up on us again. That's a nice fish. Another dandy. There you go. There he is. Oh. Decent fish. So, there he is. There he's gonna go. Excellent. Oh no! And I hooked your rod when you lifted it up. Oh, there you go.
I got a thingamabobber on.
Oh, did you put one on?
Yeah.
Oh. How is it?
Whoa.
Is it a good thingamabobber?
If I break this guy, oh, it's a nice fish. I'm going
Yeah?
after my thingamabobber.
It's a good one?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh yeah. That's it, Andy. You're having fun keeping them out of those weeds, aren't you? Oh yeah.
What a grab. What a tank.
Nice fish. Oh gee, my indicator's down. I got one too. Oh gee.
Look at this one, Don.
God. Yeah, oh, that's a tank. That's a dandy fish. Wow.
Whoa.
Another nice one. Look at this guy too, another nice one. That was a nice fish, but another gorgeous fish. Right in the side of the, yep. Flies out. Get this guy out. I'm not even gonna hold him up. I'm just letting him go. He's a nice one. Another gorgeous looking fish. And there he goes. Oh, right over the weeds. So we're in 16 feet of water fishing right to the edge of the weed bed. Oh. There. Oh, my fly just popped out. Just popped out.
Yeah, get Don some more. Get him.
Oh, wow. These are wild fish. Whoa. Settle down, settle down. Ho, 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 ho. Whoa. Oh, this guy's too small. I gotta grab this way. There he is there. Oh. These fish are just got so much spunk. You get soaking wet. Oh, so that's the way to fish them though, Brian, like you told me earlier.
Edge of the weed line.
Yeah, so essentially, Brian repositioned us right. We went to the weeds, and then we moved out about what, about 15 feet?
Yep.
Just so we can cast to the edge of the weeds and be
to
on
the
top.
edge of them, yeah.
So we want to, and that's the idea, is working these on top of the weeds.
Yep. Good leech habitat. You know,
Yeah.
That's where the leeches are going to be. So
And the fish are moving there.
yeah, absolutely.
We've seen a couple of eyes.
Picking them up on the sounder. It's good.
Excellent. Now I want the big guys, you know, we're getting a lot of these little guys. I want the big guys. You know they're here. Nice. With the maroon guy too.
So I switched to
Oh, he switched.
the olive green one. It's a little guy, but
Oh, the little guy, what the heck?
we'll land him and
I betcha. Because the olive green guy was working. I had a
Yep.
couple on it.
yeah.
Maroon was a little quiet, and then all of a sudden, bam. So you switched. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Little guy.
We'll take the fly out and just
Yeah, and show him the
You can show
bell
him
sleeve.
how-
Show him that fly and everything else. Oh, there it
Flies
fell
out.
out. There's a fly.
yeah, like that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you know what we're going to do right now? Let's go to the bench. And I'm going to tie up that one because I've had some good luck
Yeah.
with that green one.
Yeah, that's been good.
So let's
Nice
go to the bench
sparkle
and tie up
leech.
the new bell sleeve. Today on the bench, I want to tie you up the green hornet. It's a balanced leech pattern, and these balanced leeches have been around for probably a couple years. Very effective leech pattern, and there's two main colors you want to have. One is blood red and the other is green, and this is the green version. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we'll use a size 10 jig hook. We'll use some 8/0 olive thread to tie with. For the bead, we'll use a 1/8 inch gold on the pin extension. For the tail, we'll use some pearl blue angel hair, some olive leech yarn for the body, and some light olive sparkle dubbing for the thorax. To start the fly off, I've put my jig hook in the vise, and now what I've done is taken a pin, just a normal pin, cut it, but left the head of the pin on so that I can slide my bead onto the pin, and it stops actually where the head of the pin is. We're going to put this onto our hook and extend it past by about a 1/2 inch. And the way you tie it on is just take your thread, hold your pin in position, and then tie it on. Now that you have the pin and the bead tied on onto the top of the jig hook, I'm going to take some of our angel hair and just a small amount. You know, you want probably just a clump of 10 fibers, very thin. And we're just going to tie it on into the body. And make it, again, we're going to cut it till it's about, you know, probably an inch, 1/2 inch back off the hook. And cut it randomly, like this. Allow it to break off with your scissors. And that's just a little tractor off the back. Now the tail's tied in, I'm taking a strand of my leech yarn, which is really mohair. A lot of people refer to it as mohair. And this makes a very good leechy body after we pick it out. So we're going to tie this in near the rear of the hook. And wrap our thread forward towards the bead, and then wrap the mohair forward to form the body. And as I said earlier, we'll pick this out after to form a nice bushy body. To finish the fly off, I like to add a little bit of flash near the head of the hook. So we've got the gold bead, and right behind the gold bead, I'm going to take some of my sparkle blend. This green, this is really light olive sparkle blend dubbing. Put it on fairly thin onto my thread. And I'm just going to wrap in just a color modification near the head, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And we'll pick this out after we pick out the body. To finish the fly off, I'll take my whip finisher, and I'm going to whip finish right behind the bead. And then what we're going to do is take a dubbing brush and start picking out the body. We want to really pick this out to form a nice leechy body. You want those hairs as long as you can pick them out. And there it is, the finished green hornet. And remember, it's a balanced leech pattern, and where they're most effective is over weed beds. So while we got a minute, you know, our bobbers are sitting out there. Why don't you show everybody a little bit about the retrieve for that leech?
So yeah, we've got a bit of a chop on the water, so our indicators are bobbing up and down. And the leech is just doing this.
Yep.
Down. So all I'm doing is letting the indicator do the work for me, bob up and down, and every 30-40 seconds I'm just giving it a 3 quick pulls just to make it move horizontally a little bit more. And it's basically sitting at the right, you know, the depth we think the fish are feeding at.
Just in the weeds, right in that edge.
Just above the weed, a foot up above the weed tops, and I mean, it's like a neon sign there waiting for a fish to swim by, and it's doing that. It's doing the leech dance, you know, the right
perfect.
horizontal.
It's such a cool pattern, you know, hanging off that little knot. It's great.
Absolutely. On the leech.
Very nice.
We can see the weeds.
You can see the weeds right here. And we're down, like, it's down what, 6-7 feet?
Yeah, and our sounder is showing it too. You know, there's the bottom of the lake there, and then that's all weeds coming up.
So, a good thing to note, when you are fishing the weeds like this, heavy tippet, right? We've got 4X, 3X on the 3X.
We had to beef up to 3X. We kept losing flies.
We kept slapping flies off, exactly. But ever since you changed over to that green one, you've been banging.
Yep, that green balanced leech.
It is. Look at it. And you know what? You got them right in the nose.
Yep,
right on the top. That's good. Oh, there he is. All righty.
Take the hook out.
Yeah. Not a bad fish, eh? Fairly decent.
There he is.
There he is there. Oh, nice.
There he goes.
Very nice. There he goes. Oh, and he didn't even splash it.
No.
Just like butter going in there.
Isn't that nice?
Very good. Well, you know, we've kind of had it all today too, haven't we? We had we started off and it was fairly windy and a little chilly, and then then the sun came out, it cleared off a bit, got nice and warm, and now it's chillied off again. Yeah, we got another half an hour of fishing though.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get one of those big guys. We're in a lake. It's called Summer Lake over by Freschi, BC. There's some tanks in here.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, 7-pound fish.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hook one. Keep working that.
And they're strong.
I'm relying on you. Always rely on Brian.
I changed to the ruby-eyed balance leech. That's my go-to leech.
You got another
Put
one.
her on the balance.
So what? You can't wait 5 minutes and you change it up?
No.
We don't get a hit for 5 minutes, so Brian gets impatient. And that's a good point. He changes over to your favorite,
Yeah.
the ruby eye.
And we just gave it to him horizontally.
It's not like you to change like that.
I know, but
I know. He does. You know what? That's a smart thing, though. We don't like to waste time. So if you're spending any amount of time, even 5-10 minutes, and you haven't hooked a fish, then change it up. Right? You went from the green
it's
to the
getting late
ruby
in the
eye.
day. And
You like that ruby eye, though. That's your go-to
that's the
pattern.
go-to.
He just ate it too, didn't he? They like that.
They love that.
They love that.
So we could see what.
Well, guess what I'm going to be putting on here pretty quick.
It's
Look at it, just fell out.
Look at that.
Yeah, see, that's a beautiful color, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just got a great color to it.
So it's just jigging up. It's going up
Yeah,
and down the
up and
water
down.
like that.
That is such a cool pattern. Very nice. Pretty. Ooh, that looked like a Gerard almost,
That
didn't it?
looked
With
like
the
it.
darker
Have a good
spots.
look, but
Very
chunky
nice.
fish.
So a little different than the ruby eye. I put on, he gave me the red one, eh?
Yeah, a real purpley maroon one.
Yeah, really purpley maroon, and that's like 3 in a row. I missed the last 2, and this guy whacked it. So we'll show this one, and this is a great fish. Very nice.
Oh, we got him.
There it is.
Good job, Don.
Excellent. And I'll show this leech pattern that Brian gave me. Now this one's a real.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
Beautiful fish.
I got wet. Yeah, I like it. He should have the. Oh,
That is a gorgeous ring.
there's the leech right in his bottom yap here. Just undo it. There it is. Oh. Did you see him go? Did you see that? He just took right off there. There's the fly. So this one here, again, it's the balance leech we showed you on the bench, but this one here is a little different. It's just a. Oh, there's
this
the darker maroon.
So we've caught him on that one, but that one seems later in the day has been more productive.
Yeah, just a little lighter color.
Yeah.
Very effective. Oh, and I lost that one.
I'm putting one on.
That was so nice. That was a nice size fish. But you see how he took off in the net? As soon as I undid the hook, boom, he just dove out of there. Yeah, we'll get some more. It's getting to be that time of day, isn't it? A little later on. You know what I want to tell you? I asked you this question too. How valid is that myth of leeches eating after chironomids? The fish eating just, to pack their
Yeah,
throat?
well, no, they definitely like to eat leeches for dessert. So they've been feeding on chironomids today, and it's getting late in the afternoon,
Right.
and it's time the chironomid hatch is definitely thinned out. So leeches are a dessert item, and we've seen it for all those years of doing fisheries biology work.
Yeah.
When you do sampling lakes and fish populations, you'd be sampling the stomachs of the fish, and you'd see a stomach full of chironomids and 2 or 3 leeches.
Well, you would. So they are
Absolutely.
actually eating later to stuff.
Yeah, it's dessert.
Wow. It's dessert.
Afternoon
Well, that's
dessert.
right. Guess what? We're giving them dessert. And it's working. Very nice. They're on.
They're on
They're
now.
on now. They're just cranked up on these.
We just got to keep them up.
You know,
Keep
we
'em
had,
out
to,
of the weeds.
we had to work for them a little bit before on top of the weeds, but right now they're on the leeches. They're cranked. They're big chironomid hatch, and now they're really on the leech. And this is a size where I think we're going to catch, for the next hour. That's the potential we have to catch.
Yeah.
These big fish.
Look at,
Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful fish.
Isn't that a beautiful fish?
Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at the colors. I love them in here. Oh,
These guys.
especially,
Geez, they're hard to hold on to.
Triploided fish, though.
oh,
The fisheries, like the boys today. When the guys came in, 2,000, triploided
Penasque.
Penasque
Yep.
rainbows. Little guys like this right now,
3 years
that
later,
and 3 years later,
that's
that
how big
size.
they'll be.
That's a heavy feeding.
Oh, yeah, this is a very, well, look, we haven't fished more than 16 feet of water the whole day.
No, the whole day. That's
It's a
fantastic.
food factory.
It is, isn't it? It's just a great place to generate them. But I mean, thanks for that tip today. Thanks for showing us the balanced leech.
Yeah.
It's one of those new things out that I think everybody's going to really appreciate.
Absolutely.
Oh, jeez. As we're doing the extra, that's a big fish. We got to show you this one. You know what? We'll continue the extra in a minute. All I see is this huge fish jumping this side of the boat because I have my fly still out.
That rod,
It might not be safe. Well, I had the rod pinned over here, so I knew it wasn't going anywhere. Oh, and look at, he's got me down in the, he's tried to get me down in the weeds. I got to get him out of the weeds. Yeah, I got him out.
get him out.
Yeah. Oh, it's another dandy bride. Look at this. Oh. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go.
Look at that.
There he is there. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just a beautiful fish. Fantastic. I'm gonna put him back in here. I don't want to get wet again, so I'm gonna let him go.
We're so,
Oh, you know what? Thanks for the great day. Wow. Thanks for sharing that tip with us. As I was saying, earlier when we were trying to do the extra the first time, fantastic thing that Leeches showed us.
yeah,
the
just a
leech.
different way to present them, and it makes sense because that's the way they swim naturally through the water. So,
And cover every fly. So cover every color of your favorite leech pattern colors. With this pattern, I think you're going to be successful.
yep.
Different beads, vary the bead
Yeah,
colors.
various meat colors, easy to tie.
Excellent. Anything you want to say about Freshwater Fisheries Society? Great supporter of our show.
It
I wanna
produces,
thank them.
the stocking of the lakes, paid for by licensed dollars. When you buy your license to fish in BC freshwater, that's what you're getting
So
for.
make sure you buy your licenses. Again, take care of them when you're out in the wild. Check out our site, sfotf.ca or sportfishingonthefly.ca. And you also gofishbc.com. Perfect. So you get all the information you need. Take care in the wild. We'll see you next time when we take you sport fishing on the fly. I'm so excited. I'm just so. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.